Hey, don't look at me like that. I came up with something brilliant, and you're going to thank me later. Remember how you said you're... what was it? Hopeless at dating? Yeah. That. Well, lucky you. I've decided to help. No, don't roll your eyes. I'm being serious here. You clearly need training. And who better to coach you than me? What do you mean, dangerous idea? It's not dangerous. It's perfectly safe. Because it's just practice. A rehearsal. Like an audition, except I'm the only judge and you can't fail. Well, actually, you can fail, but I'll still let you keep trying. You look so suspicious. Relax. It's not like I'm saying, let's actually date. I'm saying, we pretend. We go through the motions, step by step, like a trial run. And then, when you finally get a real girlfriend, you won't embarrass yourself. See? I'm practically saving your future here. You're welcome. So, here's how it works. Rule number 1. You treat me like it's the real thing. That means no laughing every 5 seconds and no hiding behind that I don't care face you always pull. You invite me out. You actually look me in the eyes. You say nice things. Flattery is required. Compliments too. Yes, you heard me right, required. Otherwise, how are you going to get through an actual date? Exactly. Rule number 2. You don't get to quit halfway. Once we start, you stick it out until the end. Even if you feel awkward. Especially if you feel awkward. That's the whole point. To get used to it. And rule number 3. What should rule number 3 be? Oh, I know. You're not allowed to fall in love with me during rehearsal. What? I'm joking. Kinda. Maybe. Why are you suddenly so quiet? You're not taking that seriously, are you? Pfft. Wow. Okay, now you look really suspicious. You know, if you're this nervous before we've even started, I can't imagine how disastrous an actual date would be. Alright, listen. We'll start simple. Right now. This room is a cafe. Yeah, sure, a cozy little cafe. I'm sitting here waiting, and you're supposed to walk up and invite me. Go on. Say something. Anything. What was that? Oh my god, that was so stiff. Hi, want to sit? Really? That's your opening line? Terrible. You'd be single forever. Okay, don't pout. Try again. But this time, smile. Like you actually mean it. Like you actually want to spend time with me. Better. Still awkward, but better. See? We're already making progress. Okay? So you managed to invite me. Barely. But you did. Now, imagine we're sitting down across from each other. Table for two, soft music in the background, maybe a candle or something. What's the first thing you do? No, you don't just stare at me in silence. God, that's so creepy. You're supposed to say something charming. Like, wow, you look nice tonight. Easy. Go on, repeat it. That sounded like you were reading from a teleprompter. Relax. Pretend you actually mean it. Pretend you're actually looking at me. At my hair, my dress, my smile. And it just slips out. Like you couldn't help yourself. There. That's better. See? When you don't overthink it, you almost sound like a real date. What do you mean almost? I mean almost. Don't get cocky. Anyway, moving on. This is where you're supposed to ask me questions. You know, so the conversation doesn't die. Like, so what do you like to do? Except, in our case, you already know what I like. So you'll have to pretend you don't. Go on, ask me something. Really? That's your question? No, seriously. Why would you agree to go out with me? Wow. You're hopeless. You're not supposed to insult yourself on a date. You're supposed to make the girl feel special. Not like she's settling for the last seat on a bus. But since you asked, why would I? Let Let me think. Maybe because you're easy to talk to. Or maybe because even when you're being a total dork, you're still kind of fun. Or maybe, and don't let this go to your head, I just like being around you. What? That wasn't too much. Stop looking at me like I just confessed my undying love. This is practice, remember? I'm supposed to say things that sound real. And besides, you're smiling. I can tell you liked hearing it. See, this is why you need me. You would have gone the whole date without a single genuine compliment. And then you'd wonder why the girl never called you back. Here, watch and learn. If I were you, I'd lean in just a little. Not too close, just enough. And say something like, you know, you're even prettier when you're pretending this isn't a date. Oh my God, did you actually blush? That line worked way too well on you. Now I'm starting to wonder if you're the one practicing or if I am. Relax, relax. I'm kidding. Mostly. Anyway, point is, dates are about making the other person feel wanted. Like they're the only one in the room. You get that? Good. Because right now, you're doing a decent job. Decent. Not great. Don't get smug. Hey, why are you still staring at me like that? This is supposed to be practice. Not something else. So, here we are. Middle of the date. Everything's going suspiciously smooth. Too smooth, actually. It's almost like you've done this before. What's with that look? You haven't, have you? No, don't answer. I already know. If you had, you wouldn't be fumbling every time I lean in like this. Relax, relax. I'm just teasing. Sort of. Anyway, this is the part where, if it were a real date, I'd probably glance at the menu, pretend I'm deciding what to eat, and then order the most ridiculously overpriced dessert. Something with, like, 4 layers of chocolate, a scoop of ice cream on top, and one of those tiny mint leaves they put there just to look fancy. And you'd be sitting across from me, trying to look unfazed, but secretly panicking about whether you can afford it. Oh my God, you're nodding. That's exactly what you do, isn't it? Fine. Here's the twist. If this were real, I'd definitely order dessert. But then, I'd slide the plate right into the middle of the table and tell you to take the first bite. Because honestly, sharing tastes better. Always. What? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? Don't tell me you're actually flustered by a pretend dessert. Oh, you are. Look at you. You're blushing. Again. This is supposed to be practice, remember? You're not supposed to act like I just whispered something scandalous. It was just dessert. Or maybe it wasn't, huh? Maybe you heard the always a little too loud. No, don't look away. I like it when you look at me. It makes it feel real. You're terrible at this game, you know? Or maybe I'm terrible at keeping the line straight. Either way, the whole pretend thing is starting to blur. Like, okay, imagine this. We're sitting at that little cafe. The dessert's already half gone. You're sipping your drink probably too fast. Because you always do when you're nervous. And I'd be watching you, noticing the way you keep your hands wrapped around the cup, like it's keeping you steady. Noticing the way you don't quite meet my eyes unless I force you to. Noticing the way you lean just a little closer every time I lower my voice. You see what I mean? I describe it, and suddenly it's not imaginary anymore. It feels like it's happening. Right here. Right now. What's with that smile? You're enjoying this, aren't you? You like it when I get carried away. Admit it. Of course you won't. You'll just sit there, all smug, pretending like you're still in practice mode. But I can tell. Your face gives you away. Every single time. You know, if this was a real date, I think I'd be laughing this much too. Not because you're funny. Don't get a big head. But because being with you feels easy. Easier than it's supposed to. Like I don't have to force anything. Like I can just let it happen. Oh no. Don't tilt your head at me like that. You're going to make me say something I can't take back. Fine. Here's the truth. This is supposed to be practice, but it doesn't feel like practice. Not at all. It feels like the real thing. And that's what's messing me up. Because when I say things like, I'd share with you, or when I look at you a little too long, part of me isn't pretending. What? You think I'm joking again? I wish I were. It'd be easier that way. But look at me. Really look. Do I seem like I'm joking now? Huh. Now you're the one who can't keep eye contact. I win. You know what's funny? We started this whole thing as a joke. Well, I started it. You just sort of went along with my nonsense like you always do. And now here we are, standing here like it's the end of some actual date. Look at you. You're standing stiff, like you don't know what to do with your hands. Classic. Do I need to spell it out for you? Because I will. This, right now, is the part where you'd normally walk me to my door. Maybe say something smooth. And then, well, you're already blushing. I haven't even said it yet. Relax. It's just pretend, remember? Rehearsal. Safe, easy, nothing serious. That's what you keep telling yourself, right? So let me help you along. I'll make it really clear. This is the part where you'd normally kiss me. Don't look so shocked. Come on. It's not rocket science. That's how dates end in movies, right? Guy walks girl home, stands awkwardly on the porch, and then, bam. Kiss. End credits. You look like you want to sink into the ground right now. Relax, dummy. I'm not saying you have to. I mean, we could skip it. If you're too chicken, totally fine. We can just wave politely, say thanks for the evening, and part ways like two boring co-workers after a meeting. But don't you think that would be kind of a waste? We've come this far. All the way through dinner, well, fake dinner. And our little walk under the imaginary stars. And you did a decent job. You didn't trip over your words too much. You actually laughed a couple of times. I almost believed it. So, what's it gonna be? Do we end the rehearsal with a handshake? Or do we make it authentic? Your face is priceless right now. Like you're trying to calculate the risk. As if there's some wrong answer. Newsflash, there isn't. Well, except maybe backing away like a scared rabbit. That'd be pretty lame. You know, if this were real, I think I'd want you to kiss me. There, I said it. No backpedaling. If this were an actual date, I'd probably be standing exactly like this. Close enough that I can see your eyes darting everywhere except at me. Close enough that I can tell you're nervous. Close enough that all I'd have to do is lean in just a little, and it would happen. Why are you swallowing so hard? I didn't say we are doing it. I just said that's what would happen if, hypothetically, you know. Still, you're not moving. You're just frozen. Do you even know how obvious you are? You want it, don't you? You're just too stubborn to admit it. Fine. Be stubborn. But don't think for a second I don't notice the way your hands fidget when I take a step closer. Or the way your breath catches when I tilt my head just slightly. Yeah, like this. See? One little move and your whole world tilts. You're ridiculous. And maybe, just maybe, a little bit cute. So what do you say, hero? Are you really going to let the rehearsal end right here, all boring and safe? Or are you going to prove you can handle the grand finale? I'm waiting. Still waiting. Wow. You're really going to make me say it, huh? Okay, fine. Here's your cue. This is the part where you kiss me. There, delivered right to you. All you have to do is follow the script. Or maybe go off script. Surprise me. That would be even better. So, that's it, huh? Our little practice date is officially over. Start to finish. Dinner, walk, or awkward silence at the door. All checked off the list. Now comes the final exam. The part where I ask you, how did I do? Or no. Wait. That's not fair. It's not about me. It's about you. So, tell me, did you like it? Did you actually have fun? Or were you just humoring me the whole time, nodding along like you always do when I get some ridiculous idea? You said yes. Just like that. No hesitation. You really mean it? Not just because you're too nice to hurt my feelings? Wow. Okay. That's better than I expected. Honestly, I thought you'd laugh and say it was fine in that awkward tone you use when you don't know how to answer. But you didn't. You said you liked it. So, what if I told you I want to do it again? Would you roll your eyes? Call me pushy? Or would you actually agree? Here's the thing. I don't want another rehearsal. I don't want another night where I have to hide behind a dumb excuse like training or practice. I want the real thing. With you. Just us. No pretending. You're staring at me like I just dropped a bomb. And maybe I did. But it's the truth. I've been carrying it around for so long that I almost convinced myself I'd never say it out loud. But standing here with you after this whole night of make-believe, I can't not say it anymore. I love you. There. It's out. No take-backs. No jokes. No, just kidding. I love the way you look at me when you think I'm not paying attention. I love the way you try so hard to be calm even when you're completely flustered. I love the way you listen, really listen, even when I'm rambling nonsense. And I love, God, I love that I can be myself with you without filters, without holding my breath. I don't care if this sounds cheesy. I don't care if I'm breaking every rule I made up at the start of this stupid rehearsal. I love you. And I want to. Not as a stand-in, not as a practice partner. As you. As mine. So, what do you say? Do you feel the same? Or did I just completely ruin our friendship with one sentence? You do? You Wait, you actually do? You're not messing with me? You love me too. Oh my God. Okay, breathe. I need to breathe. Do you know how long I've been waiting to hear that? How many times I almost said it and chickened out at the last second. And now, you actually said it back. This feels unreal. Like I'm still stuck in the rehearsal part of my brain, waiting for the other shoe to drop. But no, this isn't practice anymore, is it? This is us. For real. So here's what's gonna happen. We're not calling it a rehearsal ever again. No more hiding behind jokes. No more pretending. From now on, every date is a real date. Every word, every laugh, every moment, it's all ours. And the best part? We get to start right here, right now. No reset, no do-over. Just you and me. So, come on. Smile. Say it again. Say you love me. Because I'm not getting tired of hearing it anytime soon. Good. Then it's settled. We're together. Officially. No scripts. No rehearsal. Just us. And you know what? That's the best ending I could have ever imagined. Actually, scratch that. It's not an ending at all. It's the beginning. Our real date starts now.